Hey guys, it's Gamer here, this time with another video on Snowbreak. This is going to be a quick video. It's going to be about an update to the game that's coming soon that will really help free-to-play players. This update will happen sometime in August. I'm going to read off the announcement that explains the changes in detail. So first of all, resource supply weapon permit times 10, issue time within 1 hour after the announcement through in-game mail. So first of all, everyone will get 10 free weapon pulls, so make sure to claim them in your mailbox to use your free weapon pulls. So number 1, reduce the modification depth of orange tear weapons. The maximum modification tier will be changed from tier 5 to tier 2, for example 2 weapons in total. Tier 2 weapons will have the same skill values as tier 5 weapons had before the adjustment, and the modification cost will remain unchanged. For detailed rules, see weapon modification tier adjustment and compensation plan below. So the modification depth of a weapon is basically getting a dupe of a weapon to upgrade it. Pretty much similar to the way weapons work in Genshin. This change will make orange tier weapons need only one dupe to fully upgrade it. And the strength will be the same as a tier 5 weapon before this adjustment. So you only need one dupe of a tier 5 weapon to fully max out the modification depth. This is a huge change for free-to-play players. Number 2, an easier to use operation mode will be added to the mobile platform. Turning on this mode can automatically lock the enemy and shoot, but this mode will reduce the comprehensive damage of the operatives. Adjutants can choose the desired operation mode. So there's going to be an autoplay mode for mobile players in operations, which are stages you use to farm materials. If you use auto battle, your characters will do less damage. Personally, I think they might as well put in this feature for PC players as well. Number 1, modification tier adjustment. The maximum modification tier will be changed from tier 5 to tier 2, for example 2 weapons in total. Tier 2 weapons will have the same skill values as Tier 5 weapons had before the adjustment, and the modification cost will remain unchanged. For instance, previously, a weapon required 4 identical weapons to reach the modification limit from Tier 1 to Tier 5. After the adjustment, reaching the modification limit from Tier 1 to Tier 2 will only require 1 identical weapon, and the Tier 2 weapon will have the same skill values as the original Tier 5 weapon. So this modification tier adjustment part is just saying the same thing as before, where the maximum modification depth of an orange tier weapon will be changed to 2 instead of 5. Number 2, compensation plan. A, if you currently have orange tier weapons with modification tier more than 2, we will uniformly change them to tier 2. The modification tiers that are reduced will be compensated with weapon components at a ratio of 1 to 30. B, if you have orange tier weapons with modification tier greater than 2, and there are identical unmodified weapons in your storage, those unmodified weapons will be compensated with weapon components at a ratio of 1 to 20. Also, the orange tier weapons will not be reclaimed. After the adjustment, any surplus unmodified weapons can be decomposed into weapon components at a ratio of 1 to 10. If you have more than 2 identical unmodified weapons, the extra beyond 2 weapons will be compensated with weapon components at a ratio of 1 to 20. For example, before the adjustment, you have a Tier 5 Space Cowboy and 1 unmodified Space Cowboy in your storage. after the adjustment, you'll get a tier 2 Space Cowboy and one unmodified Space Cowboy in the storage. Meantime, you will receive compensation of 90 weapon components for the tier reduction and 20 weapon components for the surplus unmodified weapon, totaling 110 weapon components. So for compensation, if you already have an orange tier weapon that has more than tier 2 modification, you will receive weapon components based on the modification depth of that weapon. That weapon will be changed to modification depth 2 after the update. Weapon components are going to be a new currency you can use at the shop to exchange for weapons. If you have a dupe of a weapon in your storage that hasn't been used yet, you will also get weapon components for that dupe and get to keep that weapon. And after the update, you'll be able to decompose orange tier weapons in your storage to get more weapon components. Number 3, corresponding adjustments. A new weapon exchange store will be introduced where you can use weapon components to exchange for any orange tier weapon you have acquired already. Each weapon will require 30 weapon components for exchange. So the weapons exchange store will allow you to use weapon components to buy orange tier weapons you've already unlocked. So if you have multiple characters that you want to use that are snipers, for example, you could use the store to equip the characters with a 5-star sniper rifle that you already have. So that's it for this video. These are definitely big changes to how weapons work, and they make this game much easier to max out a 5-star weapon. This will really help the free-to-play players. I'm still working on my guide on the daily routine and in-game content, and should be ready later this week or early next week. If you like this video and want more content on Snowbreak and other games, hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video.